What's up? Leverage here. So let's it's gonna be a short video, not long at all. Pretty much the length of this flight. It's kind of like an update video. Let's see here. I'm actually publishing these videos in out of order. I actually made this video before, but what I did, I did not realize my mic was muted, and I forgot to unmute the mic. Matter of fact, I finished off the mage and everything was muted, so I was like, oh well. So, but the mage, a mage is a mage. I'll do the mage if popular demand demands me to do the mage again. I will do the mage again to 20, but yeah. So all that was wasted. I realized my mic was muted, and so anyways, now the mic is unmuted, and I'm going to put these videos in maybe not the proper order, but the order there is. World of Warcraft is a great game, and it's one of the beautiful things about this game is the fact that you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to be a mage, if you want to do long distance killing, if you want to be up front personal killing, destruction, whatever you want to do, this game it offers all that. And one of the other beautiful things that this game offers is choice. You have the choice to choose different specs and what you want to do and stuff, and it has a variety. I mean, you can make gold, you can fish, you can do a profession, you can play for an hour, you can get on for 30 minutes. There's so much. This game offers so much, and that's why it's got so many subscribers and it's so popular. So yeah, and the thing is I don't know, some people play a certain spec and they play a certain way and they're used to that, and some people fear change, but change is okay. Change is growth. As we grow, we change. We don't look like we did when we were 5 or 10 or 15 or 20. As we age, we change, and change is growth. So it's okay to change, and that sort of thing, and that sort of so change is important. Variety is important. It's variety is the spice of life, as they say. And so what we should do is not fear change, but embrace change and try different things. Try different leveling zones, try different areas, try different tunes, find what you like best and stuff. And so I've done that. I've done that. And there's my terrific trio. And I got this tune to level 10 in May 2011. So yeah, and I got him to level 90 in 2013, June 2013, because I couldn't afford Mists of Pandaria when it came out. But when I first started playing WoW, my very first tune was it was a dwarf hunter, and I didn't like the hunter. I don't know, I was playing by myself and stuff, and I'm a reader and a studier, and I went and got the World of Warcraft book, and it says one of the best tunes to solo with is a Ret Paladin, because they're hard hitters, they're able to heal themselves and everything, and Ret Paladins are fun. They're a lot of fun. But what happened in my WoW career is, I got him up to 90. For the past 2-3 years, he's always been a Ret Paladin. He's always been a Paladin, a Ret, and I've always played Ret Paladin with him. And log out. And I enjoy the Ret Paladin. We have a lot of utility. There's a lot of things that we can do. We can resurrect people. We can heal people. We can do all kinds of things. And we got awesome buffs. We get a Guardian of Ancient Kings. We got Avenging Wrath. We got all kinds of cool stuff. And but this is how it worked. So I deleted my dwarf hunter and I made him, and I got him up to 85. And I was like, oh, cool. And then a guy named Deadly Slobberwash, he came out with a video series called The Journey of the Mage, and the mage looked fun, so I started a mage. And I did DPS then. And then I was like, I want to try tanking. I think I've learned the maps, I've learned the game enough after a year or so playing. I really want to try tanking. And so I made my warrior tank. And I really, 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 really love tanking. And so I made the next tank in the series. I made the Prot Warrior, and back when I made a Prot Warrior pre-Kata, it was very, I didn't realize it then, but it was like one of the hardest tanks to learn on, because you had, I mean, you had to do Ren Thunderclap, you had to do Sunder Armor, you had to do all these things manually. Now these things are implied, you know, you had to do certain talents and certain talent trees, and you go, I mean, like your charges, you know, you had to, you know, and Warbringer, and these things, it was all, I didn't realize, but my first tank was like one of the hardest tanks to learn on. Now it's not that way. It's not that way. Prot Warriors are, well, all the tanking, all the things are kind of built in and stuff. Blizzard realized that certain people were doing certain talent specs, and so what they did is they just built those into it, and into the spells and stuff. So anyways, and I was like, man, so I got him up to 85. I got him up to 85, and I was like, cool, man, I'm going to start me another tank. And so I made Leverage, because I wanted to try Druid tanking. And then Mr. Pandaria came out. I couldn't afford Mr. Pandaria, so I put the game down for a little bit. Well, when I got Mr. Pandaria, and I got these two up to 90, and I got him up to 90, I was like, well, I want to try DPS. I mean healing, not DPS. I want to try healing out. And so I made a priest. And I made a priest, and I made a monk healer. And I did the priest, and I leveled him all the way up, and I really enjoyed that. But in tanking, and then I got some friends online, and I started getting back into tanking with them and stuff, and I realized that's my personality. My personality is a tank. I like the healing side. I like keeping people alive. You know, I like healing. There's nothing wrong with healing. I mean, if I'm in a raid or in a dungeon that need a heals, I can go heals. I can do a healer. But my personality, what I like to do is tanking. That's what my personality is. I like protecting people. I like looking after people, shielding people, so that kind of thing. That's what my personality is. I'm not really into DPS, as you can see. We did a flex raid, and I'm number 15. You know, now part of that is my gear. My gear is 525. Well, it's actually higher than that, because I swapped some stuff around here. But anyways, that's not important. It usually sits around 5. Yes, 525 now. But anyways, you know, some of these people have a whole lot better gear than what I have. But my thing is, I'm not into DPS. I don't sit there and study the board. You know, oh my God, I'm not top. I'm not top. You know, I'm not the type of guy that'll go reforge all of his stats. You know, reforge everything. You know, I use Reforge. I got an add-on that reforges stuff for me. And I don't, you know, go studying the stats to make sure, oh man, what's the, you know, absolute best. I don't do the math and stuff. You know, so anyways. I don't worry about it. You know, some guys that play DPS classes, they get mad if they don't get a proper countdown, because they wouldn't know just when to use their abilities in the right order and stuff. I'm not good at memorizing rotations. That's why I have this add-on right here. This add-on shows me the rotation, what's next. It's called CLC Red. And if you're a Red Paladin, it's a must. It's a great thing to have. And there's nothing wrong with it. Mike Preach Wow uses it. He even recommends doing it, so it's okay. Using the add-ons okay for help you with the rotations. But anyways, but yeah, but going back to my personality, that's what my personality is. You know, in real life, that's the kind of person I am. I'm a helping person. I'm a watching out for people person. You know, I've done all kinds of things where I like to help people. That's what I like to do. I like to help people and look after people and build people, make people stronger, and improve on people's lives and stuff. That's what I like doing. And so back when I was leveling my tanks, I would always get compliments from people like, man, oh wow, we got a good tank now. Because I would like look at the healer's mana and say, hey man, you're running on low mana, you need me to wait, or you know, I would go out of my way. Even in some of my other videos, you may have seen it, and you will see it again, that like if I see a caster hitting my healer or something, I'll go out of my way to get to them and stuff. So anyways, I'll do that. So yeah, I used to always get comments on being a tank and stuff, and everything like, oh man, of course I'm a by the book tank. I'm not like, I'm not so comfortable tanking. I guess maybe one of the reasons why is because I'm nervous about tanking. So I'm by the book tank. I do it by the numbers. I go by the, I might go by the mobs. I go by the things and what I know. Some tanks they've been tanking for years. They just run through it and they know what they can do and this and that. And I'm not that guy. I take care of everybody, make sure everything's going good, and then we go to the next level. We go to the next room. Go to the next room. But I've always gotten compliments on tanking. I've always got, oh wow, we got a good tank finally. And that's just, that's my personality. So I said all that to say this. After what? What did I say we started? Not Quest. I want this. There we go. Level 90. After all these years of playing a Ret Paladin, we're going to Prot Paladin, and my main is now going to be a Prot Paladin, and it's a cool thing. It's a wonderful thing to be able to do that. So, wish me luck, good folks. So that's one of the reasons why we're going to be leveling. I left my shield and stuff in the bank. So anyways, I got a shield. I got some gear in the bank that I got that's got the stats on it and everything. Because what I did is I rated DPS. But I changed my loot specialization to Prot, and so I got some gear and I got it in the bank and everything. I just came here because I want to see how much this shield is here, and I may grind some timeless coins with my guild people and get me a good shield. But anyways, that's a different story for a different day. Because that's what I did for my Prot Warrior. I may not do that. I may be able to get me a better shield in the raid finder. I probably will. Anyways, that's not important. I'm rambling now. But that's the idea. The idea is to become a Prot Paladin. And so what we're going to do with the future is, why do you have to take 20 seconds to log out? Anyways, in the future, I decided what I was going to do was I was going to level a Prot Paladin, another one. I mean, I've already got this guy in the guild, and you're gonna see a naked dwarf in a second, so don't freak out, everybody. Come on now, thank you. So, because I've been thinking about doing Prot Paladin for a while. Mike Preach Wow and a bunch of other people, they all say that Prot Paladins are one of the best to learn on and one of the easiest to do, and one of the best there is. And so, I made Hadoken. Because I was going to level him up to 90. But then I would have two paladins, level 90 paladins in the same guild. And that didn't make sense to me when I can just make him a 90. He's already 90. And so I'll just have to, after a week or so of playing as a Prot Paladin through some heroics and stuff, I'll get it down. I'll understand it. I've done the research and everything. So, that being said, what I decided to do, the reason why we have a naked dwarf is because, where's Ingrid? There's Ingrid. Bonus points if you know where Ingrid comes from. Anyways, the name Ingrid. And yes, well no, that's not really the right spelling. That's the right spelling. But the name was already taken, so I just spelled it that way. Anyways, we're going to level a paladin up. And so we're going to level a paladin here all the way up to 90. On this server, and so as we'll learn the spells as we go, and we'll also have a level paladin ready, level 90. So yeah, and then we're going to get back to leveling the DK, the Druid tank. He's got to get leverage. He's got to get back, and Heineken. We're going to get back on Heineken. We're going to get back on my Warrior. I want to show the different tanks, I know how warrior tanking works, and so I can explain that one because I've done plenty of it. I would go to Iagro right now, but he's naked. He's his tunes is on the other guy. But we're gonna get Heineken, the monk tank. We're gonna get him up real quick. The fire-breathing dragon guy. I want to get leverage built up, because once I get him built up, I'm going to send his looms and everything back to this leverage on this server, Cosmoda, with my guild. And I want to level him up with my guild, but he's at level 36. And so I'm trying to record the process and learn the process and show the process, the evolution of it. And because that's one of the things I want you to see. And also I want you to learn from my mistakes, because that's the point. The whole point of the channel is to learn from my mistakes. I don't claim to be the best WoW player. I am not the best WoW player. I learn stuff every day in this game. I learn something even from people that, I mean, I watch videos and stuff myself, so I don't claim to be the best. But what I do claim is I have no problem helping anyone out. No problem helping anyone learn this game. And if you can watch my mistakes and say, oh, I don't want to repeat that mistake he just made, I don't want to do that. So, yeah. Anyways, folks, I have rambled for long enough. And this is my warrior tank. So so next month, in the month of March, is going to be a tank month. It's going to be all tanking all day, every day. We're going to have nothing but tanking videos. We're going to try to get some tanks up. And yeah. So anyways, leave in the comments, and leave a comment and tell me which tank you want me to start with. And as far as video wise, and we'll start doing some paladin tanking, doing some other tanking, okay?